Do you like MX-5s? Do you like things? Do you like MX-5 things? Well, you've come to the right video. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mr. Miata. Today I am showing you 5 things that I got from MX-5 things. Today I'm going to be presenting 5 MX-5 things that I got from MX5things.com. And just to give you a little bit of a background on the items that I chose today, these are all things that are under $100 on their website. For you paycheck to paycheckers out there, these are all things you could probably get within 5 paychecks. But you shouldn't be doing that. Don't live paycheck to paycheck. If you have to, you have to. But definitely not that hard on your bank account. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some people have different situations. But if it's hard on your bank account, why are you modifying your MX-5 in the first place? Let's go ahead and install them and see how they do. Okay. All right. I just got done installing all of those things from MX5 things. Took me late afternoon into evening, maybe 2 to 3 hours because I was filming. But let's go ahead and give these items a rating. So in the spirit of MX5, I'm going to have MX5 categories to rate for each one of these items. So the first one is going to be build quality. So the item and what it's made of. The second one is going to be ease of installation. How easy was it to put onto the car? The third category is going to be the overall functionality. Does it do what it says it's going to do? Fourth one is going to be, could I live or live without it? And the last one is going to be price. Is it a good value for what it gives you? And in each one of those 5 categories, they can earn up to 5 MX5 points. Are you sick of MX5? Not yet?
Let's go.
The buckle holster. So this is from CravenSpeed, but I bought it through mx5things.com. In terms of build quality, I would say you can't really mess this up. Well, you can, but you didn't. Good job, CravenSpeed. I'm going to give you MX5 points out of 5 because it's made out of metal. The surface is definitely finished and treated, and the texture feels good, feels solid. Next up, ease of installation. Again, this is going to get 5 points out of MX5 points. And that is because, wow, there's literally one fastener you have to remove and one panel you have to pull back to hook this thing on to where it needs to be and mount. And then you just put the panel back and then you put the fastener back. It's literally not even 5 minutes, guys. All right, the next part is going to be, does it do what it claims it does? And this is where it gets a little interesting because I don't know if I can give it the full 5 points out of MX5 points. The reason being is this thing is kind of difficult to use. I kind of just installed it, put my seat where I usually have it for my optimum driving position. I'm a little bit more on the short end. I'm 5'7", okay? And where the seat ends up in the position that I like it in, it kind of covers the belt buckle or puts it in behind the seat. So for me to get the buckle to go fold back around and into the holster is a little bit of a pain. I can't do it from my seat. I have to get out of the car to do it. It's hard to reach, and if it's dark, it's going to be hard to see because that thing's dark back there. There's no light. I'm going to say 2 points out of MX5 points. Yeah. The next category is, could I live without it? Yeah. You could do the exact same thing without it. Okay. You could just shove the belt behind the seat. It'll stay there. Trust me. On the live or live without it score, I'm giving it another just 2 MX5 points. Value. For the price that you pay, I'm sorry, I gotta give it 1. It's just gonna go down. So 2 and 2 and 1, that's 5. 15 points total out of a total of 25 points. Don't get the buckle holster. Save your money. Save it. So the other item I thought would be really super simple to install very quickly was the trunk popper. For those of you who are familiar with the ND Miata, MX-5 Miata, the trunk, when you use the trunk release, whether it's inside the car or on your key fob, it just kind of pops and then it's unlocked, but it doesn't come open. All right, build quality. Yeah, so far, initial build quality, it's good. It's solid. It's made of I love it because it's so simple. It's just made of that wound up spring. It's got like a stopper on one end with a felt tip to hold against your trunk. So I can't see much wrong going on there. And it's just two pieces. One for the passenger side hinge and one for the driver's side hinge. So in my book, this is going to get a full 5 points in build quality. All right. And materials choice. All right. Next is ease of installation. Yeah. Like all you need is that screwdriver, maybe some pliers. There is one part of the installation where you have to kind of pinch a clip, but it's holding your cable management for, I don't know, your antenna or something like that. So when it all is said and done, it was super easy. I only had trouble with it because I had to film it at the same time. If I wasn't filming it, this thing would be... And there's plenty of tutorials on the internet for this one. So you can't go wrong. Ease of installation and tons of people who have done it already. You're not going to have a hard time. I'm going to give it another 5 full points for installation ease. Does it do what it does? And oh my God. Spoiler alert. It does what it says it does. It does it so good too. This one comes fully open right away. I can get to putting stuff into it, even though you can't put much stuff in an MX-5 trunk right away. It's just so easy. It makes life a little bit easier with the MX-5. I don't have to lift it. I did notice that after the installation, there is a little bit of effort that you have to put to close the trunk just because now it's spring loaded. I thought it was going to just fling open really hard and look kind of weird, but it comes up smooth. It's almost like it's machine and hydraulic at the same time. It does what it does fantastic. It's getting 5 MX-5 points. Good job, trunk poppers from MX-5 things. Could I live or live without this? No, I can't live without these things. They're so good. They're just so good. It's just kind of like if you've never driven an MX-5 before, Miatas are just kind of this thing, and everybody likes it. Well, why? Until you try it, and then you're like, dude, sign me up for hairdressing school. Let's get this thing done. Value. These trunk poppers were what, $99? $99. It's going to increase the enjoyment of your MX-5 greatly. It looks really cool when you pop the trunk. This thing's got a full 25 points, which makes it 100% thumbs up. You should probably get one right now. We have the airbag warning overlay replacement. I got the one that says Miata because I noticed on my Miata, nothing says Miata. It's all either MX-5, Mazda, the Mazda logo, Sky Active G, but nothing about Miata. All right, build quality. Shoot, it's the exact same thing as stock. I mean, it's the same material that Mazda uses. I felt both, and they both feel great. So I can't complain. Let's make this quick. 5 points for that. 5 points build quality. Let's go. It was an exact fit, too. So you don't have to worry about fitment. It just fits within the assembly. No problems. Ease of installation. Okay, so you are going to have to remove a couple of things to get this to install. You're going to have to remove a trim. I probably did it in like a little less than 10 minutes. I spent more time on my research on how to install it than I actually did on the installation, which is beautiful. So ease of installation is going to get a 4 actually, just because for some of you, I know it's going to be a little bit scary to start removing trim. Maybe you love how perfect it comes from the factory. There's always that thought that it's never going to be perfect when you try to put it back all together. All right, next category. Does it do what it says it does? And yes, it does.
5 points.
Could I live without it? Do I really need it? Let's give this one 3 points out of 5 MX5 points. Yeah, 3 out of 5. What's really cool though is that when you're not using lights during the evening or when it's powered off, you now have a cool white Miata sign. Okay, and last but not least, value. For this, it was $25. It's about what you would pay for from the dealer if you needed to replace that little part in your dash. It's incredible value. $25, and somebody took the time to make the design. If you want Miata in there, if you want an outline of the RF, if you want an outline of the soft top, I think is available too. So no matter what, you're getting your money's worth, I think. So that's going to get 5 points out of MX5 points. Yeah, go get it. Go get it now. It's only $25. Come on. The next one is dark gray turn signal repeaters LED lights with sequential feature -1. That's what it says on my packing list. Let's just call these the dark gray turn signals. First category, of course, is going to be build quality. You know, I looked at the part, and when I pulled out the stock part, again, it's the same as stock in terms of material quality. The plastic, the reflector cover, whatever it is, and it's an exact fit back onto the little spot on the fender where that light is supposed to go. So, can't complain. I'm giving it 5 points. Next, installation. How easy was it? It was incredibly easy. There's 3 fasteners that you have to remove. I recommend turning your wheel in a way that kind of clears the area under your fender. You have to remove the wheel wall in the fender so that you could reach in and pop your stock light out. There's no weird screws or anything to deal with. And then you replace the fasteners on the wheel wall in your fender. That was super easy. So it's getting a 5. And next category, does it do what it says it does? Yes, very much, and very cool. Again, it's these small little things, just like the MX5 being a small little thing. It's these small little things that kind of add up and bring a little bit more joy to ownership in these cars. Could I live without these turn signals? Probably. Time will tell on that one, because as I do more of the lighting changes in the car, like the rear turn signals, I definitely want to get the sequential LED lights for the turn signals in the back. That would be kind of cool to have that continuous theme of the sequential LEDs moving. I'm going to give this a 4. This is getting 4 points on if I could live without it or not. Okay. I'm taking away that 1 point because if you left everything stock, you wouldn't notice this. You wouldn't. Last but not least, value. So for these dark gray turn signal repeater LED lights with sequential feature from MX5 Things, you're paying $49. You're getting more than that. For $49, you're getting more than that. You're getting build quality, materials, installation, fitment that is just so awesome. $49, can't ask for more, but you do get it. That gets a 5, full 5 points. So we're looking at 24 out of 25. That's pretty high. A+ for me. Go get it. All right, last but not least, this probably has, for me, before installing it, I had the most apprehension about it because there's an X-Acto knife involved and there's cutting something involved. I don't want to cut anything. But then when you realize what it is that you're cutting and how easy it is to replace those things or mend them if you need to, fear goes away. So let's get to it. We're talking about the rear LED strip light to complement your brake lights in the back of your car. Build quality. Well, materials, really. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 because time will tell on if that thing's going to fall out or, I don't know, get out of hand in there. I don't know. It's weird. Don't know how to explain it, but I'm giving it a 4. Try it out for yourself, I guess, if you decide to buy this. All right, ease of installation. You are going to have to do some cutting, okay? There are 3 grommets that you have to pop out and cut. so that the cable that goes from the LED strip at the back of the trunk, that cable or wire is going to have to channel through those grommets. You're going to have to run that and channel it through not only the trunk, but also the fender, the left rear fender, to get to the rear harness. You're probably going to need to watch the tutorial several times. You're probably going to need to just mentally prepare yourself to go through this. So I'm giving it like a 3 out of 5. So 3 points out of MX5 points for ease of installation. It can get a little scary. Hairy scary for first timers, yeah. Okay, does it do what it's supposed to do? Yes, and it looks really good. I'm going to give it a 5 out of MX5 points for if it does what it says it does. Next, could I live without this? Me personally, no. I need this in my life. This looks so good at night. It adds a nice touch to it. I'm giving it 5 points out of MX5 points for do I really need it? Yeah. So with the rear harness, $69, yeah, I don't think you can beat it for what is essentially a larger rear brake light. Everything you need is included, so you don't have to buy anything extra really. Maybe if you want to seal up those grommets that you cut into, some silicone sealant. Other than that, I think you're getting $69 worth of your money, so I'm giving it an MX5 out of 5 points. Yeah. 22 out of 25 points. It's high up there. Definitely get this part. All right, so there you have it. 5 things from mx5things.com presented to you today. The only one that I really couldn't recommend is the buckle holster. Don't get it. Don't get it. Other than that, the other 4, fantastic. So that's what I love. There's so many of these installed already in so many Miatas, ND Miatas out there. So easy to fix up and do these little things, and you have a huge community to support you to be able to do these things. So embrace your MX5. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for NA through NC Miatas. I don't have those cars. I'm sorry. If you like the video, definitely hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm coming out with some other cool videos. Tell me what you would like to see installed on a Miata. I have plans for some on my own personal one, but I definitely would love to hear what you want to see. Fire away. I'm here to grow with you all. Anyway, I'm Mr. Miata. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Until next time. Peace.